ready for Christmas yet? Seems like the closer and closer we get to that wonderful day filled with joy and family and, yes, of course, presents, we get more and more anxious, more and more worried about whether or not we've done all that we need to do to prepare. What a wonderful season this is, this season of Advent that precedes Christmas. Now, one of the, aspects of Advent that I think sometimes gets overlooked that maybe we can take a moment to reflect on is that moment of preparation. What are we preparing for? Rather, who are we preparing for? Many times in life, we prepare for moments, for events. You know, this year, as an example, our wonderful, gorgeous little second graders that are receiving First Holy Communion upcoming in the spring, they just went through the sacrament of reconciliation. Now, of course, there were bits and pieces, the logistics, if you will, that might get better and cleaned up as time goes on. Because that's what we do, right? We live, we learn, we grow and adapt. As long as our intention is there, that's the most important part. And the intention of these second graders was to prepare for First Holy Communion. So they went to reconciliation for the first time. Do you remember the first time you went to reconciliation? Were you nervous? Were you scared? I know I was. When I went to reconciliation a number of years ago, I was behind a screen. I couldn't see the priest, and I was going through this checklist on a legal pad of all the different ways that I had come up short following the 10 commandments. Now, maybe we've come a long way since then in our formation and our catechesis on that wonderful sacrament of reconciliation. But at the heart, it's still about preparing. It's about preparing our hearts and our minds to come into contact with the Lord. Think about that for a second as you go over the next couple of weeks leading up to Christmas. How are you preparing your heart, your mind? And what about your home? You've decorated your home, I'm sure. And if you haven't decorated your home, maybe you're like me. I've got the inside decorated, and my wife and I, we, tag teamed the signs and the mistletoe and different decorations. We put the tree up with our kids, but I didn't get around to putting the lights outside. And this weekend's gonna be like 20 below. Ugh. Do I wait until it warms up a little bit more and then I'll put the lights out? Well, then we're too close to Christmas. You can see my worry. I feel a little bad, a little guilty. Now maybe you're not quite like me. Maybe you can let those things kind of fall off your back. Or maybe you can relate. Or maybe it's somewhere in between. All of us prepare in various and different ways for Christmas. Prepare your home. Take time this Advent season to be intentional, whether that's your Christmas tree or Christmas cookies. Take time to prepare your heart. Spend time in prayer. Sit with the Lord these next couple of weeks and let Him speak to you, whether it's in the scriptures or in contemplation, or maybe in the most holy rosary. And finally, take time to prepare your mind. Well, you already started. You're listening to me gab, but there are so many others, so many more that have so many wonderful things to teach us about the faith. Go to the saints, read their works. St. John of the Cross provides us a wonderful example. He gives us poetry that speaks to our hearts and our minds and helps us to prepare during this season. Pick a saint, pick any saint, and ask him to help lead you to the foot of the cross. Help lead you to Christmas, where the baby Jesus is in the manger, waiting for us to bring our gifts to him. God bless you.